follow-ups, what to say, what to do, getting ghosted, feeling like you're going to be a little bit pushy or spammy or annoying and you don't want to feel that way. But you also know we're changing lives for a living. We can't be timid. We can't sit back twiddling our thumbs waiting for people to ask us for our link. Most people are not going to throw their credit cards at you. Although that's nice when that happens, here's where most of us need to improve. And I'm excited for you to hear from Michelle. She is a lean, mean recruiting and follow-up machine. We're going to talk about how to get from, on a scale of 1 to 10, if someone's like between a 3 and a 7, maybe they're not ready to join yet. We want to get the maybes off the maybe fence and get them to join, buy, or by the way, say no, so we can cross them off our list and move on. But with all that being said, let me get to it. So Michelle, how many people have you enrolled this month as a social marketer, joining your team, partnering with you recruitment-wise?
Today's the 15th, so it better be 15 today because that's my goal. And I can't go to sleep until it's done. So I better be creating a lot of short videos or talking about it on my stories. Or if they're not coming to me, I better get in their inbox because it's
Let's start with that. Do you believe follow-up is just a manual process of just following up, messaging people? Let's talk about it.
So I just want you to know that you are going to start at like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to follow up. I feel gross about following up. I feel like I feel like I'm annoying this person. That's all very normal. I did not get into this industry back 6 years ago being good at closing and being good at following up. I was the person who would message someone and I never would follow up ever. Basically, I'd say, okay, they ignored me. I'm going to defriend them. Like literally used to do that. Now I'm the person.
Hey, by the way, was that taught to you or was that just your thing? You're like, you know what, whatever, next.
It was just my thing. I was never really taught the right way. So it was just one of my trial and error things that I did because I was like so desperate for money and like wanted to make it work. And I knew that if people like you could do it, I could do it as long as I didn't quit. And I just kept going. I then started following up. I'm like, okay, fine. Every person I message, I'm actually going to message them in 48 hours later. So I don't look too desperate. I'm going to give them a sincere follow-up. And then my numbers went way up. Then I started to realize, okay, I'm going to follow up like 7 times in the course of literally 2 months. Like that means touching them almost once a week. Anyone who says yes to me. You really have to get organized because a lot of us are doing this. If you're anything like me on the side, I used to do this on the side of a full-time job and I had 2 part-time jobs. So what I would do was I have a notebook and I still have it and it's labeled for today. You know, there's on there the 15th of the month and the 16th and the 17th and the 18th and the 19th and the 20th, the 21st and the 22nd. And then the last page is a yes page. Okay. Yes means all my yeses for the week. So when I go in today and all the people on my stories, all the people from my post yesterday, you're not hearting anything. They're stopping by. They're thumbsing up. They're hearting it. And if I can't find 50 people, my rule of thumb is 100 to be having a conversation with every single day through my stories and through my content, because I know that's what you're going to say to me next. You need to go and reach out to people just saying, hey, Brittany, happy Monday. How are you doing? ? That's it. That's it. That's what you need to do. Because it's going to be a skill set that you are going to learn. And I know it's going to be very uncomfortable because I remember asking people like John and my husband, like, how do you have a conversation through a phone and ask people how they're doing when it's none of my business? The number one thing that people love talking about is themselves. And if you actually give them an ear and you ask them how they're doing and you ask them what's new and you ask what's up with their kids and you ask what's up with the hobbies that they're doing right now, they want to talk to you and they're pretty much going to tell you everything that you need to know. But the problem is we're looking to have a conversation and that first, hey, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you? You're not even keeping control of the conversation because I know that if I'm going back and forth with John and we're having a conversation on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then all of a sudden I don't hear from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's my responsibility to go back and go, okay, it's Monday. So, hey, catch up. What happened? Like, I know last time we talked, you were going to softball with your daughter. Like, how'd that go? How are you doing? Build the freaking relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people will buy from you. They know, like, and trust. And not many people, 8% of people are willing to follow up. So you're going to look really amazing. People are not out there in the network marketing space doing amazing things, but you can be amazing and you can hear, wow, I love your persistence. You're going to get rotten apples. Tell them to go fly a kite. Okay. I pray for people like that. I had someone tell me through all my comments this weekend, my daughter had her first communion, that my slacks were too long and that I should have wore different shoes. It's like, thank you so much for your input. I pray for you every single day. Someone like you, like if that's all you can see in that amazing picture. You guys have to remember the only thing you're bringing to someone is a gift and a miracle in your mouth. And if you didn't believe it, you would have never said yes. You might have said yes, and then you turned into that really excited child that back in the day says yes to what they really know they want, and they put that outfit on and they rock it, but then they start to get belittled, middle school, high school, and they start to believe it. You at once said yes to something you know is going to work, but then you are feeding yourself thoughts along the way like, they don't like me, I'm annoying them. Where do you get that from?
Right.
You get that from what you're listening to, the radio, your country. I don't even care if it's country music. Like, listen to books of people who are successful and who have done it, because I used to be that person. It's me. I'm never going to be good at this. I'm the type of personality that has to do sales in person. Michelle, shut your mouth. Okay, go pour into yourself a little bit more, okay, and give it some time. And that's what I did, and I executed. I will never in my entire life reach out to someone about this opportunity or about this supplement that I have and not follow up 7 times in 8 weeks, period. You don't like me, I'm annoying, block me. If you tell me to stop, I'm going to stop. No problem. Can I ask what it is that's not a good fit for you? Because usually it's something they didn't even know. Well, I can't afford it. Oh, you can't afford $25 today? Because there's a payment plan option. Oh, now we're talking. It's not hard learning how to do a follow-up. It's action-based. Like if I told you right now, you can make $10,000 this month if you reach out to 50 people every day saying this, doing this, following up, posting this, putting these things on your stories. Would you do it every single day for 90 days? Would you? You would absolutely not have one excuse to not show up in those 90 days. Like, you only got 3 hours of sleep. Nope. Good day, bad day, busy day, ugly day. You will follow that to a T for 90 days. Would you do it? Then why aren't you doing it? And I'm telling you that it's worth it. And you actually are more professional doing it that way than the person who's just throwing it out there and trying to have something stick. It shows a lot about you.
And I just hope everybody can see, number one, her posture, her confidence, her belief in what she's doing. Passion is contagious. Now, was she this passionate in the beginning? Probably not, right? She didn't have the same confidence and posture, but she was willing to do whatever it took to be successful. How many of us struggle to get our hopes up? We don't want to get our hopes up. Oh gosh, I've tried this before. I've tried this sort of thing before. I've tried a product like that. I've tried selling. I've tried marketing. People don't watch my videos. I don't want to be annoying, which we just talked about, right? The thing with Michelle is she doesn't accept no for an answer. Now, of course, it depends on the no. If someone's like, listen, I am not interested, do not ask me again. Fine, never going to ask you again. But that's not most people. I have never met anybody that's like, yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life. I don't need any supplements. I don't need to make any more money. If I had another dollar, I'd burn it. I don't know anybody that's like, yeah, I mean, I honestly would hate to make money in my sleep. That sounds terrible. I would hate to have an MBA, a massive bank account. I would hate to travel the world, work from home, buy a beach house. Like, that sounds terrible. Never met anybody like that. The only people that are going to hate on what you're doing are people that are jealous. You'll never meet a hater doing better than you. So I need you to just get over that fear of failure and that fear of rejection. And here's the thing that I want you to pay attention to. She's not messaging someone 7 times and every time like, hey, you ready to buy? Hey, you ready to join? Hey, you ready to get started? That is annoying. She changes the subject. She's a human first and a marketer second. Now, of course, there is a little bit more to it, right? There's another couple things she does. Michelle, can you also touch on when someone says, yeah, I'm interested, what are you doing next? How are you following up? What are some of those steps that you take everyone through?
Okay, so I get a yes from someone automatically, as we talked about in that pen and paper, because some of us get excited. Every 7 days, I have a blank sheet for my yes. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly knowing who said yes, because that yes, even if it doesn't turn into closing right then and there, whether it's now or 6 years from now, like I have people 6 years ago who are just now joining me. But let me tell you something. This month, when I went in to look at my PV, my volume for people who are on auto subscribe, it was at $86,000. And the reason why is because I was so persistent and gave them the time and built the relationship. And then they're like, they have this feeling of someone that like never gave up on them. So you're helping them, you're adding value by following up. Like you're planting seeds in their head for their health, for their energy levels, for their finances, whatever it is that you are out there selling, water filters, you're helping them. And that's how they look at it. And are you going to get some negative Nancy's like the one on my communion? Yes, but those are everywhere. Okay. Every job, everywhere. So the yes is on the piece of paper because they said yes. Okay. So today's Monday. They also go on my piece of paper for Wednesday. So now I flip to Wednesday because I know that I need to Wednesday see where that conversation left off at because I got a lot of combos going on. And then all I say is awesome. Do you have some current health goals, weight loss, reverse aging, more energy, or all of the above? I need to know what solution I can solve for this problem. Okay. They tell me and I just follow a system. It's like, great, I can definitely help you with that. What I do is I help people get set up on personalized plans, help them, if it's reverse age, lose weight and keep it off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add you into a group and I'm going to tag you in a 3-minute video that explains it better than I can, along with some testimonials. Add into this group, the little link, and enter my first and last name and then shoot me a thumbs up. We have to realize that you're probably going to have to follow up with that person because they're probably not even going to add into the group. Okay, so that's normal. There's so many different ways to follow up. It's okay, I invited someone to take a peek. I need to follow up. Okay, they said yes. I need to make sure they're in the group. Okay, now they're in the group. Did I ATM them? So I have like on the top of each one of my pages, like invited to group, like the little checkbox, ATM, checkbox, close, checkbox. So you can make sure there's not just one way to follow up, right? So then once they're in that group and they've been tagged, let's all be for real. Most times they just look at it. Well, we're the ones circling back said, so what did you think? Which we never say, never. We don't want to ever open opportunity for negativity. If you're ever going to ask someone what they think about something, even about the product that they're on, if they bought from you, what positive changes are you seeing or feeling? What did you like best? Never, how are you feeling? What did you like best? What positive changes are you seeing? And then if you already tagged them in the information, and they see it and they can see these testimonials, they can see that what you tag them in, because I give a little blurbage as well. Then you just pop in and you're like, voice note or message and be like, hey, Brittany. First, I always like being a human. I wasn't a human for a long time. I would just be like, kind of straight to the punch, the guzzler, you know what I mean? Now I'm like, hey, Brittany, happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully your weekend's treated
Michelle,
you absolutely.
can we talk about that though? That is hard for our personality. Because our personality is like, we just want to send, hey, how are you? Ready to get started? Like, we don't even want to be like, hey, how was your weekend? How's it go? Like, sometimes we have to change the subject and be human first, marketer second. And the prospect will bring it up. Hey, by the way, I meant to tell you, I'm going to get started later tonight. Like, okay, cool, great. So I love that you said that because it is sometimes our personality. We want to just, straight for the jugular, right? We want to cut to the chase. Like, you ready to join or not? Okay, not next.
Yes.
Gotta people can tell if you have commission breath and it stinks. Anyway, keep going.
So sometimes I'll even like really on some social marketers that I'm working on right now, working with, I'll go to their page and be like, hey, happy Monday to you. I saw you went to a soccer game this weekend. How fun. What was the turnout? Who won? Who lost? How was it? And then secondly, I wanted to circle back to you, see if you had a chance to check out that video that I tagged you in. I'm dying to know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're going to sit back and 10 being you're ready to go. I'm ready to lose whatever their goal is. I'm ready to reverse age. I'm ready to lose this stubborn 15 pounds. Show me the way, Michelle. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being that and 10 being that. Usually it's a 5 or a 6. You guys, 6 or above, I'm always like, awesome sauce. That's where I was. Sounds like you're ready to get started. Let's pick your flavor. Boom, 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 boom. The thing is, if they're missing information or they're going to tell you, well, I want pricing. Okay, great. Or you can always say, what information are you missing or lacking to make a decision one way or another to get you from a 5 to like a 7? Because no one's going to be there are people who are now a 10 who have followed me for such a long time and just seen so many testimonials that I have and that I share with people. Because if someone's telling me that they have more energy and that they're sleeping at night, screenshot stories, like put on my stories, like, you know what I mean? Like these real people are reaching out to me, tons of them, you know what I mean? So that's what I'll do for that follow up. And then once you even send the cart, it's like, okay, closing, cart sent, paid. Okay, so all of these things have to be taken care of. But if you just use a notebook and you're constantly transferring that person through your notebook until they're finally closed, and then you go out 14 pages later, you need to follow up to see what positive changes they're seeing and feeling. So it's a really huge system. And the thing is I
So you
have
mean
these
you're not just making a sale and then dropping them?
No, I want my people to get results. I used to do that. I used to get, oh my gosh, go on and get people to sign up and just be like, boom, and then not sit there and check in on them, not check in. I used to not even check in myself. Now I realize people will do what I'm doing. Just like you, your team will do what you're doing. If I show up in a private group and I'm like, you guys, my water intake was this today, my nutrition was this, my protein was this in grams, I took these supplements, my personal development was this book, and my water was this in ounces. What about you? I have a way better chance of other people coming in and be like this, and then I can reach out to them. And it's building more of, again, a relationship with that person. Like, dude, you're crushing it. Like, way to get your water up there. Who cares that you had the cookie? Because I'm sure where you're at now, you're more self-aware when you're eating the cookie than you were a week ago. So you are still winning and you're doing phenomenal. What'd you do this weekend? I want the conversation. I like, oh, to do this, to get ready for work. It always leads like, oh, what do you do for work? Oh, I go to teach. I'm getting ready to close out the year. You teach? Yeah. What grade? Fifth? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I help tons of teachers make money online. Do you currently keep your options open when it comes to leveraging the power of social media? If not, no big deal. I actually typically never throw that out there, but you are a nice person. Like, just like, you know what I mean? Like, and then still conversate. Oh, no problem. Like, but most of the time they don't know that you have something they can do, and anyone can do this. I mean, anyone. Like, look at John's past. Look at my past. Like, there is nothing special. If you go to events in every company and you watch people who walk across the stage that are so successful in this profession, you're not looking at one type of person. You are looking at different cultures, different sizes, different weights, different heights. Like, so pull that out of your head right now, because I had that little bit of a thing going on for a while. Like, well, she's this and she's that and he's this. No, there's people that is broke, busted, and disgusted and homeless walking across the stage because they had belief and they took action. And if you can believe in yourself and you can take action, you will have success. But one thing you'll never hear me say out loud is like, well, I'm not good at following up. That's just something I struggle with. Why are you saying that?
Right.
What you literally say and what you think is what you bring more of. Every day, I am telling myself that I am the #1 recruiter in the nation. That's what I say every morning. You put those thoughts into your mind starts to go towards areas that it's going to, like, I know it's so weird, you guys. It seems so weird to hear people that are into personal development. But let me ask you this. Are you struggling right now in your business? And I don't even want to hear yes, because I usually am like, don't say that out loud. Are you doing personal development every day? Are you literally waking up every single morning and saying like, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I am a platinum 1? When you're like, are you sitting there like, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I am the best follow-upper in the world? Like, are you turning your biggest weakness into your biggest superpower? No one is born with this skill set. I sucked. Okay, I used to throw spaghetti at the wall and none of it used to stick, but I got really good at doing it by never quitting and just continuously taking action and telling myself how amazing I am at doing something before actually doing it. So I'm telling you, you have to really sit back and realize that all this is action steps. There's literally 7 steps to this business. And if you follow every action step every day and you marry the process and you divorce the results, you will have success 100% guaranteed.